All right, guys, out at the range today. It's kind of windy today, so I'm sorry if there's some wind noise. I do have the little sock on the microphone, so we'll see. Out testing the Acog, and as of my previous video, so I put it on a carbine length gas system rifle because I figured it'd be a little bit more violent than a pipsqueak rifle length system. So we're gonna give it a go and see where we're at. I already took some initial shots. We got a grouping right here, 3-shot group, aiming here, grouping here. So we're only at 50 yards today. I do have a white silhouette target up on the hill right there. That's at 100 yards back to where we're shooting. So we may do our torture test and just sight in via the 100-yard target and see if we're making hits. And then if we stop making hits, then I guess we're losing 0. But I'm going to sight this in, and then we'll do a 0 right here, and then after the test, we'll come back and shoot another group and see if it moved any. So yeah, let's give it a go. Okay, so I did 0 the red dot with the reticle, so theoretically we should know what shifts if I'm making hits with one, then the other is shifting, or if I'm hitting both, so that we will know. Now, let's do just a quick little water tap test. Just on the top, on the sides, a little bit on the front, a little bit on the red dot, a little bit behind, just doing light little taps. Okay, let's try it. Scope works. Let's look at the red dot. I think the red dot's good enough, but we'll see. Let's do a little bit more. Well, first let me tighten these rings on. I forgot to tighten them after sighting them in, so we'll see. Seem to hold up even with me beating on it, so let's do a little bit more. Well, there goes my scope cap. Some on the red dot, up front, up back. Let's try it. Scope's good. Let's do red dot. Uh-oh. Well, I can tell the red dot has lost 0. So, doesn't surprise me because this mount is very janky. Oh, I can already feel it wiggling. Oh yeah, you see that? I did something to it. Let me see if I can't tighten that up and we'll redo that. So I'll be right back. And we're back in the garage. No, this is not an ad break because I am not sponsored by anybody. Although I would like you to like or comment or something to let me know what you think of the video, if you think it's cool, if you don't, whatever. But after that scene, I actually lost all audio because the wind blew over the camera and busted my external audio jack. So the microphone that was plugged in didn't work. So it is what it is. So going forward, the footage that you see has no audio to it, so that's why I'm making this video, to overlay audio to what I did. So I did torture test it. You'll see it in the video. But here's what happened after that scene. So I went to my dad's shop and tried to tighten the RMR on top of the Acog, and guess what? It did not tighten. I put blue Loctite on the screws, and whenever I inserted the Allen wrench, it was just stripping the screw. So I took it back home, and I actually had to take a star bit and hammer it into the screw in order to twist it out. So I got a new set of screws in it. And these are like legit screws from my HoloSun. So hopefully it works out from there. But ever since then, it has it's actually held up fairly decently, although I do think if I actually abuse the RMR, it will lose zero again. And it's all because of how it is mounted. It is literally just two pieces of aluminum that are sandwiched together. There's nothing locking it in, and it will wiggle around if it's not tight, because there's no locking. Like I said, it doesn't lock in. The RMR locks into the mount, but the mount to the Acog does not lock in. So I'm thinking maybe like JB welding the mount to it, because then I can still take the RMR off and replace it with something if this one ever dies. So I don't know, we'll see. But as far as the abuse with the scope, it held up pretty dang good. I mean, I beat it with a water bottle, lightly and then hard, and eventually I was like, screw it, let's just break this water bottle on the scope. And I was beating the tar out of this Acog, fake Acog, and busted the water bottle, and guess what? I made hits with it. I had another water bottle in the truck. I said, hey, let's do this one. So, and I beat the brakes off of it again. Broke the water bottle, busted water all over me, so you're welcome for that. And it held zero. Well, I was hitting the target at 100 yards with it. So at that point in time, I thought, well, there's no real use to, beating it with the water bottle if the RMR is already loose. So broke two water bottles over the Acog scope, and then I eventually shot another zero test to see if it had shifted, and my conclusion was it did not. It was a little bit wider of a group than what you saw previously, but I think that was because it was just so windy and moving around, but it was still about an inch low. And yeah, I mean, it held up pretty good. There's nothing rattling in the scope. I did notice that the mount to the Acog, from the mount on the rail to the Acog scope, had loosened a little bit. I have heard that this is even a problem with real Acogs, is that the stock mount is kind of janky and garbage. Well, not garbage, but can be improved upon by getting I forget what company makes it, but they make like a QD mount for it that is a much more solid lockup. But the screws that hold the scope to the mount had backed off just a hair. And whenever I took the scope off to fix the RMR, I ended up just tightening those screws. So we'll see. Maybe it needs more Loctite. I don't know. I put blue Loctite on it, so it shouldn't. I don't know. And maybe it wasn't fully seated from the factory. I don't know. So I'm going to get it back out and abuse it again. I put 2 magazines through it. That's all I had time for that day. I was kind of bummed out that my camera fell over, and I was just kind of worried that I was going to lose that footage or it was going to be corrupted. And guess what? The audio was gone. So next time, hopefully we can get the audio issue resolved, and yeah, we'll take a Gatorade bottle next time and actually abuse it. The finish on the scope still looks perfect. That water bottle did absolutely nothing to it. So the paint job on it is pretty decent. So that's about all I have time for. You guys, if you want to, you can like, comment, subscribe. Let me know. We will revisit this soon. So thanks, guys, for watching. And yeah, I'll see you next time.